782 or whatever plays on one of the lists. This guy's Gulliman.
A guy who never records because he gets busy with work. Oh.
So does he have a channel?
Nah, I don't. I never had time.
He just uses mine.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? I'm
Oh my
talking
god,
to,
this is awesome.
somebody that's on my stream. He's a real nice guy.
Anyway, hey y'all, this is Archangel M. Coxford and the Coxford Gamer and Gulliman 782. And we're gonna review Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes.
Well, first things first, we guys reached our positions more or less. I'm on the negative side of things.
I am neutral.
Have you played it?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Okay.
And Coxford is
Who'd you play?
very positive.
Which character did you use?
I used Alexios.
You might have liked it better if you used Cassandra.
Possibly.
Anyway, I found the
Yeah.
game to be very enjoyable at Ocean. But before we go any further, I just got on the boat after beating the game. And I got the good ending where your whole family gets together. Basically, they become lieutenants for your ship. And if you put them all on your ship, they all start talking to you. Stentor, Nicholas, and everyone else. It's awesome.
Well, I think they really designed it to be played as her.
No, they've said that like in multiple interviews as well. They designed it more around Cassandra than Alexios.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
that's
still
what I
have the
heard.
same character model, which always confused me.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yes, it
always
is
liked
awesome
digging
game.
I do dig around into the programming as well, because I like digging around into that stuff. And something I found that was kind of a bit of a lazy gripe for me is the fact that they both have the same character model. And it's more or less they swap their heads like Legos, which kind of nerved me a little bit. So when you would
I
see
heard
the
something
walking
like that, yeah.
animations, when you would see the walking and swing animations, you would see basically the same as well. It's just a pair of breasts on there. And when, especially when you see like the walk cycle when it comes to Cassandra, it really threw me off.
Anyway,
More or less.
on to this. What did you guys think of the story in comparison to previous Assassin's Creed games? Like, was it better, worse, neutral?
Drop the future. I've stopped caring about the future.
That's a good question.
I preferred the
Origins
story
had a-
in Origins myself over this one.
Yeah, it's kind of the start of the Brotherhood. What's his name? Crap, I ain't
Bayek?
been so long. Back, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the temples in Odyssey. They're amazing. But also, it was pretty dope climbing a pyramid for the first time.
You mean in Origins?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, in Origins.
Yeah.
But my biggest problem with the plot is I felt like they were trying to grab too much on there. It's like when you have a big old like sampling platter, you get to try everything, but you don't really get the most out of it. I felt like if they would have focused more on a few things, like for instance, ditch possibly maybe include the monster hunts into the hunt for the pyramid stupid thing as well, because I forget its damn name. Or possibly like combining more of the plots together, because I felt like it was 5 different
You did
plots
have to
going
go
on at
after
once.
the monsters in order to beat the game. That was a part of the...
to find Atlantis.
Yeah.
No, to
But
steal
to me,
Atlantis, but yeah.
I felt like it was trying to go for too much at the same time. So it felt like the plot itself was shoestring in its own way.
I didn't like the fact that your enemies can't swim. I did not like that much.
Well, I mean, I did lead to some funny things with Cliffs. Watching everyone drown, that was kind of fun.
Ouch.
Though I was a big fan of bringing back the boats. That was one of my favorite parts about 4. I loved the fact the boats came back.
I almost feel like the
I
boat
just
in
watched
this
a guy
one
get
was
eaten by a
vestigial.
shark.
It is vestigial at best, I would say. Like, it's almost like if you took the boat out, you wouldn't have really lost anything.
It says you. I love sailing.
I haven't
Yeah.
done much. I haven't done much sailing or anything on the boat in Odyssey. I've been sticking to the land missions.
Yeah, and see, that's the point. You can really avoid the sailboat a lot and not really miss much.
Yeah.
Like, and compare that to Black Flag, where they built the whole entire game around the boat. The boat was your main
Right.
mode of transportation. The boat was your main mode of combat. The boat was
Yeah,
everything.
but you were in the Caribbean there, not the Greek Isles. It's
The
different.
problem with that as well, Mikey, is that
Saints Rio 4.
the problem with it as well is that the Greeks were major sailors. I mean, hell, they got all the way to freaking India. Sailing
Not
all
all.
that stuff.
Rome wasn't
Like-
though. Rome actually did not like sailing. They did it as a necessity, but
But
overall they
we're
hated
not
it.
we're not talking Rome. We're talking the Greeks.
Yeah, but
Right.
not all
Major
Greeks
sailors.
liked sailing. Like the Trojans, according to their beliefs, Poseidon didn't like them. That's why they sank their escape fleet. And
The problem
so on and
is
so forth.
that especially since if I'm getting your name right now because I just met you, with the other guy in this party saying like I've mainly stick to land missions and haven't really.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Yeah,
the
you gotta
fact
do
that
that
no
one
matter
too.
how much you upgraded your ship, you never really felt like you improved much. Just that the ships became closer to your. You could go to. No matter what you did, the ships always were the same
That's one
difficulty
thing I
to
didn't
take
like
down.
about Black Flag was too much ship. I didn't get around to beating it. Black Flag was amazing looking. It still looks amazing
Yeah.
to this day. The land stuff I did do I enjoyed, but I think there was more hype for Origins than there was Odyssey because there hadn't been an Assassin's game in 2 years.
And also,
It
I
seems
think
like-
that they put a lot more effort into Origins than they did Odyssey.
Well, they had a longer dev cycle for Origins as well.
And
That's for sure.
because
Like,
while
2 years
Odyssey
later.
is
Yeah.
way bigger, it's also mostly ocean.
And if it wasn't for her, I would still like Origins more.
Yeah.
But female character is what makes it so much fun for me, like in Syndicate was. But no, if it wasn't for her, I would still like Origins more than Odyssey.
All right. Still on game mechanics here. Level scaling. Even with that boost, it took me hours to get a single level, and I had the experience boost. That seems a little absurd. It's like they're like, yeah, you either get this or you probably will never get to max level. They were.
I wouldn't be at level
I did
32.
not have the experience boost.
I went ahead and got it, but I was almost level 21 before I even knew about it, so it was
Yeah,
taking a
but
long time.
it took me
to
several
level up.
hours to get even one level once you hit like 50.
Yeah, and with this experience boost, I'm finding that I'm still having to do
Yeah, a lot.
a couple side missions with story missions. With a story mission, yeah, takes a bunch.
Imagine what it would be like without the boost.
I wouldn't be level
Yes.
32 yet.
Well, yeah, I did it. I got to level 50 without the boost.
Okay,
Yeah.
how long did it
You
take
did
you to
it
do that, man?
Oh, I don't even want to say. That's how
I
bad
know I
it
wouldn't
was.
be level 32 without it,
I
or
will
33.
fully admit that that really soured my experience.
Having to grind so much into leveling
Yes.
up. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
really soured my experience, and I think that really did show. I mean, yeah, they say, oh, it isn't very necessary, but
Oh, it is. There's a lot of places you can only go to when you have a higher level.
Yeah, that's what I liked about Origins and Odyssey that you just can't go anywhere and fight. It does give you a challenge.
Actually, the more I play that, the more I miss the original style of just being able to kill everyone.
Oh, just go anywhere you want and do
Yeah.
anything. You like it better? Yeah.
But that was
I
more
really
to
got
do with.
into Origins with Syndicate. I played Black Flag and enjoyed it. And then when Syndicate come out and I heard about being able to be a female character, I really put a lot of time in it. enjoyed it.
Well, now I'm stuck beneath
Eevee
the
was
boat.
really fun.
Okay, I just cleared off an entire boat with a single arrow, so that was fun.
I would still like Origins more if it wasn't for her. It's just
So
It's
character-wise, you're
what makes
just
it more
into the
fun.
girl. All right.
yeah, the girl
So-
makes it more fun for me.
Scale of 1 to 10 for story and scale of 1 to 10 for game mechanics. What would you guys give it?
5 all around. 5 out of 10, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I'd give it maybe a 7.
7 for the story, and
6.5,
what about
something like
and
that.
mechanics?
Oh, the story. I like the story of Origins way more.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
it's-
Yeah, it's a better
It
story.
felt, it just like I was saying before, it just felt so all over the place.
Origins did to you? Felt all
No,
over
I'm
the place.
talking about
Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey
Yeah.
to me. it felt
Yeah, I've
all
noticed
over
that
the place.
too. I ain't done a lot of story, but what I have done, I ain't even done. I maybe done 11 story missions, and all the rest is forts and side missions. But yes,
They put way too many. In Origins, everything felt unique. In Odyssey, it
Yeah,
felt like they used
yeah.
copy paste functions a lot.
yeah. Well, wasn't the team that made Unity
Yeah, this was the Syndicate
made
team.
Odyssey?
Made Odyssey.
or the
Syndicate.
Syndicate team?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Syndicate team.
and it was Black Flag team that made Origins.
Origins, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you would have thought it would be the other way around, considering the sailing mechanic.
I think it's pretty cool how they have on the main Odyssey missions and some of the main side missions. I like the conversations they have. I like that about it. You know,
Yeah, see, I'm gonna
I do
disagree with you
admit
right
I
there.
like the
There's-
bounty hunter concept. I did
My
like that.
biggest problem with the system as well, especially when it came to all these dialogue choices.
Dialogue
I feel like
choices,
none of it
yeah.
mattered. I feel like none of it mattered.
It didn't matter.
I mean, yeah.
Whether
Yeah, I
you
didn't-
chose to save that family with the plague or not, the plague still ends up in Athens.
I didn't know the
I
flag
didn't-
got there. I didn't know what's a flag. You mean a plague?
I didn't go through all the choices. I just went with the main choice. They highlighted the main main response, and I always went with that.
Yeah,
So I didn't
mister, I
stick a
killed
lot
the
of time.
father.
Yeah, but yeah, Origins. I like the story more. Without doubt, it was a better story.
I believe that in these types of games, I like the role playing, the direction they went to it with Origins, but in Odyssey they gave you too much choice. It doesn't make sense canonically. You don't get a choice.
Yeah.
You're reliving memories. You shouldn't. Hey,
Right.
that messed with me. I didn't like that. It just canonically with Assassin's Creed, it wouldn't make sense.
Right. As far as the combat, I like the combat about the same on both of them.
Yeah, the
I
combat
almost
didn't
wish you
change
could get a
much.
shield.
Though
wish you
I
could get
preferred the
any-
way
Yeah,
the bows
yeah,
were done
that
in the
shield.
original. I mean, in oh my god, Origins has become the original. I preferred how bows and stuff were done in Origins over Odyssey.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I was gonna like it at first without the shield, but after a while I got used to it.
The
But
shield,
I mean,
I
I
do
got
miss
used
the
to the parry
shield, but I
system.
did get used to it.
Parry
Yeah.
system I got used to real quickly, but I wanted to be my big thing is I wanted to be sword and board and spear and board
yeah,
because I like the idea of it. I like the idea
Spear
of like,
was
hey,
one of my favorite weapons in the original game, in Origins. In this game, I almost never used the spear.
The other problem as well, I felt like, speaking of spears, because I want to be a hoplite, opinion on the big old battle systems. I felt they were underwhelming as hell.
Oh
on
yeah,
Odyssey.
I just kept using explosive arrows and big old overpowered attacks, and I just
Well, is that it felt like more like each person was having an individual fight instead of units working together. Like for instance,
Right.
they could
yeah.
have
There was no
spear
turtle
and-
formations, nothing like that.
Or
Yeah, it didn't
even
really-
better, like I almost as much as I'm probably gonna get raked over the friggin' coals for saying this, but I would have liked it if it was like the mini game from Revelations. back from Assassin's Creed
I never did
Revelations.
play
Oh, where you
Revelations.
got to move all those things, move all those guys
Well, you
around?
had the deploy, and it was facing tower defense. At least that would have been something strategic, at least somewhat a little bit. It would have been something that made you feel like, okay,
Oh,
let's
you
play.
mean where you had to, in Revelations where you had to defend your bases?
Yes.
Yeah, that was. I did enjoy that. It took strategy, but that doesn't show off the engine very well for them.
Right.
Coxford has no idea what we're talking about. He hasn't played Revelations.
No, I don't.
I would.
No,
It's
it's alright.
the hook blade. I would have liked to have seen a return of the hook blade. Or any
Well, I
hidden
mean, it
blade
was-
for that
I still
matter.
think I prefer the ancient Egypt. I was more impressed with ancient Egypt than Greece, because I always loved ancient history, studying ancient history. So I was really hyped when I heard they was going to Egypt with it. And
Oh yeah, and don't
Yeah.
even get me started on the tombs. The tombs, they just were depressing in
when they added all
Odyssey.
those DLCs and you could go those afterlife places.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty
in
dope.
Origins they were epic.
Yeah.
Everything felt unique. In Odyssey, it felt like they were just copy pasting most of it. Made me sad.
But I would like them about the same if it wasn't for her. It's just her. More fun
Yeah.
for me.
So
But I do agree that
for
the
game
story
mechanics,
looks-
we gave it a 5 all around. For story, you gave it a 5. You gave it a 10. I'm gonna give it a
I didn't
7.
give it a 10 on
You
story.
gave it a 7.
I gave it maybe a 5. I gave it maybe a 5 on story.
Oh.
Odyssey. But,
Okay, you
on
gave Odyssey a 5.
Origins, as far as story, I'm not been that impressed with the story
Okay.
on Odyssey.
So we're 5 all around for story and game mechanics. What did we say again?
I give about a 6.5, 7, something like that
And
on Odyssey, and about an 8 on Origins.
so yeah,
There's some moves I really liked in the Origins. Some of his finished moves were really dope. Especially that
oh yeah,
one where he,
those were awesome. Also
Yeah.
the thing where you flung the spear around you, that was awesome. Oh my god. I
to be
just
honest,
watched
I never
Deimos
used the
after
spear
getting
as
her as a
much on
lieutenant,
Either one.
and she actually does the same moves that she does when she's fighting with you. And like it does like this huge air. Oh my god! I just watched her throw a guy and cut him in half.
I enjoyed Syndicate a lot with Evie, but one thing that did get old was the repetitive story. He was actually doing the same mission just in another part of the city. It got real repetitive on Syndicate as far as the side. Basically the same
Just gonna watch
mission
the
in another
sister
part
do
of
all the
city.
work.
But
I like this. All your family members, once you get them as lieutenants, have unique move sets. Like I just watched Deimos throw the guy in the air and catch him on her. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention and he caught me on fire. Well, whatever. I'm dead. Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
I don't know. It's just, it's all felt to me just so. Assassin's Creed Origin 1.25 edition.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I read in a lot of comments. People, especially when it first came out, felt like they should have been just a big old DLC to Origins.
So
I mean, to be honest,
worldwide.
I didn't mind the character choice. I really did not
I
mind.
really should write these down. Yeah, whatever.
I didn't mind you could choose a freaking girl. I didn't mind you could choose a dude. More power
Yeah,
to you.
it made no difference in the long
Right.
run. Anyway, so story-wise, we decided on a 5-6 range, and
For
game
Odyssey,
mechanics-wise, it's also 5-6 range, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right, now world.
Story-wise on Origins, I give it an
Oh
8,
yeah,
at least
we're not
on
doing Origins right now. I'd love to do it, but I don't have it plugged in. We're looking at Odyssey.
Alrighty.
I'll do Origins some other time. Anyway, world-wise, do you think they've could have done better with it because, as we said, all the tombs are basically copy paste of each other, and they're all the same exact methods for getting rid of them all.
And my problem as well
Yeah.
is that the mercenaries themselves. I remember you talked about how it felt awesome when finding all these mercenaries.
Oh, when they
I
all
felt
attack you
like-
at once, they're a pain in the ass if you're not hunting them. But when you're hunting them, it's so much fun. Because I
felt like
got
it was
10
a
of them at me
budgeted
at a time and was able to win.
I felt it was a budget nemesis system from.
It did feel like the
Shadows of
Nemesis system from Shadow of Mordor.
It
Only
felt like a
less,
shitty nemesis system.
less developed. Ooh, I still haven't done all the riddle. Oh, and I felt like there
Yikes.
wasn't as much reward for going after those hidden locations with the riddles and all that. Like,
Mhm.
where you get those templates with the how much does a temple cost in Southeast, blah, 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 blah.
Whoa.
It gave you perks to add to your weapons, but I didn't even go after most of them. I kept saying, oh, I'll do it some other time. It didn't make a difference. Going after the legendary weapons gave you all the best perks anyway.
And I felt the
Yeah.
level system itself, which is so meh. Like none of it really mattered in the end. It felt like I feel like they should almost do away with the leveling system. I feel like trying to turn it into an RPG kind of took away of what it once was.
Yeah, I gotta agree with him there. I did like the originals a little better versus Origins and Odyssey in the sense of those. But once again, we're getting off topic. We were going to talk about the world system, like how does it stack up to previous games? We've already
the
said a
Odyssey
lot
world
of it
is
feels copy
definitely a lot-
pasted.
A lot bit prettier than Origins, I can tell you that. But
Oh, it does
Yeah.
look pretty. That is for sure.
yeah, yeah, without doubt, it is a beautiful
Yeah,
game.
no ifs, ands, or buts.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah,
at
it
the
is.
same time, it does all feel like a copy pasted of everything about it feels copy pasted. All the camps, even the forts have almost identical designs to each other, albeit somewhat different.
Yeah, I'm finally getting into the islands, leveled up enough to open up the pirate islands.
The
and all those-
islands, compared
Yeah.
to the other
I'm really
places,
impressed
were
with them.
way
They're
far
real
more
pretty.
unique than the mainland. The stuff you
Yeah,
find in
they're
the
way-
islands feels more unique than you did in the mainland.
Yeah, they're a lot more prettier, shoreline and stuff.
I feel like they put more effort into the islands than they did the mainland.
Mainland. Yeah, it's a lot of forest, a lot of trees and mountains and stuff. But as far as world, oh man, I give it a 10 on beauty.
On beauty, but on
Yeah.
like use of the space, I'd give it a 3 on use of space.
I
Use
don't
of
know.
space.
I
They
didn't
coulda
mind the
used it
oceans,
better.
but once again, I felt they used it decent.
Because even if it's beautiful, what does that matter if you're not using it for anything? So compromise with an
true.
8.
A 7.
Probably 8.
8, 7, okay.
Yeah.
So I think what's another topic on that? I guess villains. How would you rate the villains? I felt like I was watching like a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Like
Yeah.
Donna
They're all
Lexiosa Cassandra
too
next
evil.
time. Oh,
It's
we'll
like,
get you next
okay,
time, Gadget.
Do you actually believe in what you're talking about? At least the Templars had a reasoning for what they were doing. You guys are just psychopaths.
Templars did nothing wrong.
The Templars were just slaves to their own ideals. These guys, they were psychopaths and evil bastards.
Templars did nothing wrong.
Shut up. Yes, you support the Templar ideal. We understand that.
Templars
We don't
did
approve of
nothing
it, but we
wrong.
understand that.
Templars are the greatest. They're the future forward. What have the assassins done to better society? Nothing. Abstergo has brought jobs and stability to a dying country. Therefore, they are the best.
Which is the dying country? Paris?
Duh.
I have
Uh.
friends in Paris, so I really should shut up.
No, it's
Well,
in
not in
fucking
Paris, but in
Montreal.
France in general. I know a couple people play Warframe with. I have to keep using a Google Translator. Anyway, as we were talking.
But to me, it, like you were saying, like I was saying earlier, it just felt like they felt cartoonishly evil.
Yeah, they felt more like they belonged in a... This is obviously the bad guy. He has no moral standing whatsoever.
Look, he kicked all the puppies.
We're doing bad guy stuff for bad guy reasons. We're not doing it for... It felt like a change from the norm. Because in the past, they've always had a reason for what they're doing, not like, I just want to do stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, they released a new ability and I can't even get it. Okay, I'm resetting my abilities. Worth it, because I don't use most of these.
Now, I think it's kind of funny, her hitting on Cassandra is kind of...
It is very progressive with what you can flirt with.
Yeah, I could say that's the
See,
first
it's like,
time.
oh, I might fancy a root.
Some first time in a video game. I can honestly say I haven't played a video game that had some of that in it.
That was funny.
Yeah. She's a player. Yeah, man. Oh, man.
You know what the best part is? All the people I slept with, I put on my boat.
They were like a raging homos. Like the purest form of love back then was a love between a man and another man because women were gross and stupid and didn't have cold hard logic and facts.
Sometimes I think we've gone too far with what we say, but then I think we haven't gone far enough.
No, this isn't me like bullshitting and yelling random stuff. No, this is me actually dating. I mean, then they threw a big... See, male gay was good. Woman gay was bad. You were exiled to Lesbos if you were woman gay.
That name of that island.
Wow.
That was worth it.
So if women practiced it, it had to be done in secret at that time.
And it was only good gay if you were on top. If you were a bottom, you were considered bad.
Okay, I am not entirely sure letting him in this was a good idea anymore, but at the same time, I think it was a good idea. I can't tell with him ever.
Giving you context.
Stop! We don't need context.
I think context is important.
That age is only a number side mission where that guy paid her for sleeping with his wife was hilarious.
Yeah, no, I actively did not do that. I ran away.
I did it. I wanted to see what happened.
I'm proud of the fact that I ran away, in fact.
Oh, that was funny. But, paid her to sleep with his wife. Oh, that was pretty funny.
But no, I just felt like, none of the characters to me were truly memorable as well.
Yeah, I liked Phoebe, but that was pretty much it.
Oh, I thought it was funny when she died.
Fuck you! You never even got that far.
Yeah.
I saw her die.
Yeah, there's not been any characters that I remembered really.
Well, I keep telling
from
her.
What I did.
I like Barbados and Barbados or whatever, however you pronounce his.
Barbados. No, Barnabas.
Yeah, Barnabas and Barbados, because they were two separate characters with very similar names. They were fun. Herodontus, I could have lived without.
Herodotus, he was like, "Oh, look at me! I have the smartitude."
Oh.
Do you not see my smartitude? Hey guys, I'm super smart. Do you see my smartness? Hey, do you want to learn about history? Hey kids, I'm the historical figure you get to hang out with, like Leonardo.
Or
yeah, but Leonardo was fun to hang out with.
Yeah, he's basically the token historical figure that says, "Hey kids, check out this hip cool guy."
I did like that they added in
You can't tell if you're laughing at me or the game.
Laughing at you guys.
Um,
That was hilarious.
darn it, now I'm blanking on his name. He was the Athenian philosopher dude. What was it? It starts with an S. Why am I blanking on this?
Socrates.
Yes, I did like seeing him in it. Socrates was always someone I admired in history. So it was nice when I ran
I
into...
thought he was a raging idiot.
Oh yeah, very much so in this. But
Dude,
it was
fucking
nice to see that they...
Dude, all about Diogenes, who truly believed that all philosophers are stupid and you people are stupid. He was the true hero. He lived in a barrel. And then when he died, he told everybody, "Hey, just throw me out to the lions, at least I'll get use out of my body."
That is. It's
He was
some
a
funny parts.
He was a true hero.
Anywho...
Inspiration for all.
Truly he was. Well, and he kept like BTFOing like all the other philosophers.
It would have been so amazing if the
he was
technology
obviously
would
a
have
bad
been
guy.
advanced
I don't
back
know
then
why
with-
we didn't just kill him to begin with.
where
It saved us
if-
so much effort.
it would be interesting to get this if technology was where some of those people hear yeah.
I feel like the waves would have been sailing would have been a little more interesting if the waves actually got as big as they did, as big as they do in real life. Like the waves that are several times the size of your ship. So that would have been fun to sail through during like storms, where you have to go up the waves and hope that you hit the wave correctly so you don't capsize. Sorry, I'm a bit of a sailing nut.
Wanted more storms.
Yeah,
like
I wanted more
Flag.
legendary storms that you'd have to sail through.
Like water tornadoes and
That was a
And
neat
Black Flag
thing.
also
Water
enjoyed
spouts.
taking those forts out, shooting from the ocean. You know those.
that was fun as hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
another thing I wouldn't minded of seeing is they always talk about Charlibus and Skyla. I wanted to actually have to go face them as part of it, as part of like a mythological creature hunt that you go from your boat on. That would have been fun. That's what I was looking forward to. Like where you had to sail around firing at its maw to get it to stop swallowing the water. Because Charlibus is basically a giant whirlpool with a mouth at the bottom. That would have been fun to go up against.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. It just feels like an overall disappointment of a game.
It was fun, but it wasn't exceptional.
Yeah.
Then the enemy variety was such shit.
Oh, yeah. But what I didn't like is that even no matter what level you are on a normal difficulty, some guy gets a lucky shot in and you're not at 100% full health, even if you're just a little bit down, like 90% health, he can kill you instantly with an arrow. And it doesn't always signal you very well.
Right.
So we gave World a very poor. Villains we gave very, very poor. Like we did not like the villains. Heroes, the main character. What do you guys think?
Oh,
Just-
as far as yeah, I love her. I love.
You
I
like
love
it because
playing
it's
as
a female assassin, and you just
Yeah.
like that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's me. If
But
it
if
was,
you
if it was
ignore
just
that,
male
what-
in the game, minus her, I'd give it maybe a 6 or so.
Yeah, I'm with you there. 6 overall.
I
It's just it feels like a step down from Origins.
yeah.
Plus, I lost Bob the Wolf, and that just made me sad.
No, I would like Origins way more if it wasn't for female assassin part. I'll without doubt, it would still be my favorite assassin
Though
game.
it was fun to climb on the giant statues.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that on Odyssey.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
They were like climbing on the pyramids. What I wanted to see was the Colossus of Rhodes, or Rhodes in general. You guys know what the Colossus of Rhodes is, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of
It
course.
it was on par with the pyramids as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Yeah.
That is something I wanted to see. I mean, that's the whole point of going to anywhere in the world is to see the
both
wonders.
games got as far as outfits, they got pretty cool outfits choice on it.
I did like the costumes, the way they did the armor and stuff. However, I didn't like the fact that I have to upgrade every freaking piece. God, it's so expensive. Ooh, look, I'm at the Olympic pool. Whee! Swim like a pro. I'm gonna win this race.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Once again. So, as a game overall, we're giving it a 6.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
All right. Well, you heard it here. This has been a review on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. If you enjoyed this video,
Really
please.
disjointed one.
Yeah, we trailed off a bit. Please like and subscribe to both the Crossroad Gathering and the Coxford Gamer. Till next time.
Remember to click that bell because YouTube's changing everything, and subscribe doesn't mean actually subscribe.
If you click that bell on my channel, you will get flooded with videos. Be prepared. Bye.
Most spam ever.
Yeah.
And the final verdict is fun. Meh.